all sorts of platforms and ways to listen to things. You got Spotify and Apple Podcast and Google Podcast, and did I say Spotify? Did I say Apple Podcast? I'm already losing track of them. Anchor.fm, and if you are subscribing to it, patreon.com/Richard Cason. But this is the first hour for the rest of you to try to convince you to give me that $1 a month when you join the Dollar Club at patreon.com/Richard Cason. And after all that, still the world's greatest radio personality right here on the Richard Cason Radio Network. Let me just tease you a little bit as to what you can expect this week. Biden. Lying, sleepy Joe Biden. Oh, that's a lie. My son never talked to Ukraine, never talked to Russia. I've never talked to Russia, man. Come on, what's going on? Emails prove otherwise. Election interference from Facebook and Twitter. Twitter censoring people, locking accounts. The Biden town hall, some Bush alumni, those are people who were in the Bush 43 cabinet. They're going Biden. We'll be taking a trip to Sweet Home Chicago. Joy Behar runs her mouth. Ice Cube finding himself iced out by the mainstream media by actually considering working with the president on social issues. So he's out. Joel Pollack at Breitbart.com wants to know why Biden would bring disorder and, lock up your daughters, lock up your wives, lock up your back doors, and run for your Black Lives Matter. Get ready for Black Lives Matter, the series, the BLM Evening News. One of the founders of Black Lives Matter, they've gone into the TV business with one of the oldest studios in town out there in Hollywood. I'll be telling you about that and so much more right here on the Richard Cason Radio Network. Very quickly, just to update you, for any of you that are interested, the first sales of medical cannabis started this past Saturday in St. Louis County. So I made a trip up to In Bliss in Manchester, also with locations in Ellisville, soon to be opening in Festus and House Springs. And because it is a medical facility, automatically the lines are virtually non-existent. They allow 4 people on the inside. There was a line of 4 or 5 people when I was out there. Wasn't bad. Of course, it was a mask situation. And because it is a medical facility, I don't fight the mask issue. However, the girlfriend and her daughter, they decided that they had to use the bathroom at a Subway, a couple of doors down from the pharmacy. And so they went in. The geek behind the counter, first thing out of his mouth, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you need a mask?" And I said, "Their doctors say that we don't need a mask. They don't need a mask. They need to use the bathroom." "Well, I can't let you in unless you have a mask." Hey, douchebag, HIPAA laws, you can't question it. And then the jerk ordering a sandwich who was already in there, he says, "That's not true. I work in the healthcare profession. That's not true." And I said, "You're a liar. Shut up." Already the girlfriend and her daughter are highly embarrassed by the whole thing. They split because, we parked just a few feet, maybe 10, 15 yards from the pharmacy. Next thing I knew, they split. I guess they had to use the bathroom really bad because suddenly I don't see them. I don't see the vehicle. They're not answering their phone. They've been kidnapped. So I messaged her other daughter to say, "Hey, can you get a hold of your sister because your mom's not answering her phone and we're up here in St. Louis and I just lost the 2 of them." They went to Starbucks across the parking lot to use the bathroom. and left their phones in the vehicle, leaving me to panic in St. Louis, which is, more years out of decades than not, consistently the murder capital of the United States. And so I left her a message along the lines of, where the are you at? Where'd you go? Why would you do that? And she finally called back. I'm sorry. We really had to go to the bathroom. We didn't think. Fine. Just don't ever ditch somebody like that in the city again. So then I went in. I made my purchase. And it's a good thing I made my purchase because I'll take the heat for this. I made the mistake of thinking that we should eat at Red Robin. Yum. Okay, first of all, this is that weird part of the St. Louis area where the Jefferson County, St. Louis County line just zigzags all over the place. St. Louis County has a mandate, I guess, to wear your stupid gay mask or risk getting arrested in Nazi St. Louis. Oh, Biden-Harris, they got St. Louis sewn up. Forget about St. Louis, folks. They're lost. Forget them. Might as well just hand them over to Illinois as we kick Illinois out of the country and say, you don't get to be a state anymore. We can't use you. You're a drag on the country. Get out. Be your own nation. It's what you want anyway. I forget how little use I have for cities anymore. Because, you see, more people means more idiots. That means more idiots who consume more media. And St. Louis is, well, I don't know what television market size they are, but I know that radio-wise they've constantly bounced for the entire time I've been in the business between radio market number 19 and 21. And out of 230 some odd markets, that's still pretty high up there. They're significant. And so they have upwards of close to 1 million people a day watching their local lives, and it's ridiculous. And so we get to Red Robin. I'd never eaten there before. They'd never eaten there before. And so we figured, let's go to Red Robin. Yum. Gourmet burgers and brew. Good thing I ended up not having the beer, because we walk into the place. Now, keep in mind, I'd already been at a gas station where people were going in and out of it, weren't getting maskled for not wearing a mask. I coined a new phrase, or a new word, over the weekend. I was getting maskled. It's a combination of mask and hassled. It means hassled for not wearing your mask. Maskled. And so, after we leave the gas station, cheap gas, by the way, $1.67 right now, up in St. Louis. That is in Fenton. So we go to Red Robin. Yum. Where immediately we walk right through the door, and they started maskling us. We took masks with us just in case, but I don't like the thought of dummies being brainwashed by the media, taking that to work and projecting that onto me. I get really upset with it. And unfortunately, the girlfriend and her daughter, they got to see a little glimpse of how Rick will behave in public when the public is behaving stupidly to Rick. We get into Red Robin, and she says, "Do you have your masks?" And I looked around and I said, "Look at them over there sitting. They're not wearing a mask. These people over there sitting, they're not wearing a mask. You have to wear a mask until you've been seated." And so they get theirs out. I get mine, and it's just the standard thing you'd wear if you're cracking open a guy's chest in surgery, or a woman to give her breast implants. And I said, "Can I just hold it in front of my face like this?" And, yeah, that's fine. And so immediately I, of course, took it down. She says, sir, you'll have to cover your face or I'll not be able to serve. Yeah, okay, fine. Already pissing me off. And she seats us here. Okay, your server will be... Yeah, shut up. Service. Bring him. Go. Thank you, sir. She walks away. And they got the plexiglass up, dividing the booths, and every other booth is closed, as if the virus, if it exists in the proportions they say it exists, as if it has any regard for distancing or plexiglass. Going around it, going through it, up it, over it. It's idiotic, the way the hocus pocus voodoo mindset that goes into this stuff. And I mean, if the government would just come out and admit, hey, we're making it up as we go, we don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, some people are getting sick, but anyone that has a slight sniffle and we test them, they're testing positive for COVID, even if they never break out with it. I haven't mentioned it on the show just because it came and went so quick. Trump had COVID for what, a day and a half? Came and went. Gone. Use something called Regeneron. I don't know if that's a medicine. I don't know if that's a machine. What is it? Regeneron. I just saw a headline, President Trump uses Regeneron, now COVID-free. Okay. I mean, it happened so quick, I kind of forgot to mention it here on the show. So, yeah, and then the waiter, he was okay.
Red Robin. Yum.
But I think even he was starting to be a little smart-assy with me. And so once we ordered the food, and when we were seated, by the way, I was so mad. I couldn't even see, I could see the menu, but none of it made sense. It was as if, you know how if you try to read something in a dream and you can't, because dreaming is a function of one side of the brain and reading is a function of the other. So if you see words, it just looks like Hebrew or Chinese. It's just blah, blah, blah. None of it makes sense. That's what the Red Robin menu was. And I finally cooled off enough to order a bacon cheeseburger. Surely to God, you guys can't screw that up.
Red Robin. Yum.
We order the food, and I tell them, I'm a little hot. I'm going to step out and get some air. Wink. Again, good thing I went to the store first. But by the time I got out there, she messages me, the food's here. Oh, okay. But I figured, you know what? All right, jerk. Not the girlfriend and her daughter. I mean every other person in the restaurant, patrons and workers alike. I thought, okay, you want to do the mask thing? Let's do the mask thing. Being a healthcare worker, my girlfriend has some of these plastic shields. Like the shield, again, if you're operating on someone and you hit an artery and just blood's going everywhere, it'll hit the shield rather than you in the face, which is an acceptable face covering. And I say, fine. Fine. You want to wear a mask? You want to make me wear a mask? Let's wear it. Because I want you to see the contempt on my face as I look at all of you. And I want my face to be all that needs to be understood as I convey you're all retarded. Every last mask wearing one of you. Meh. Meh. Sheep.
Red Robin. Yum.
Now serving sheep burgers at
Red Robin. Yum.
I'm going to wear that out just like the WLS thing. You watch.
Red Robin. Yum.
Told you I would. And so I was hot. I mean, I'm telling them, if they want to do this mask thing, fine. I'm going to go get a black motorcycle helmet, full visor. I will wear that into every public place from now on. And no one will even know what my hair looks like. I will take this as far as you idiots want to take it. I'll go to Walmart, and I thought about doing it, and I should have done it the first time. I'm going to get that blue salad bowl that you can see right through, and I'm just going to wear it on my head like a jackass. Maybe put some tinfoil antennas on top of it. It's a face covering. I can see through it. It's blocking the germs. You want to get stupid about this? Let's get stupid about it. And finally, when we ate the food, which $56 later for the three of us, huge ripoff.
Red Robin. Yum.
As far as I'm concerned. And I told the girlfriend, I said, well, they want to make people wear masks. Well, I got a little something for these people. And from now on, if people hear this, I'm just going to tell people, you know what? This is an app I downloaded, and it keeps the virus away. It's sound waves. And it's highly annoying. And if you have sensitive ears, you may want to turn it down or... well, that's not it. That's Galaga. If we could just get that high-pitched enough. But let me slide the duration bar all the way to infinity. And, yeah, so on the way out, I figured, well, you want to make people wear masks? You want to inconvenience people? Well, I can inconvenience people, too. How's about a little of this? You like that? I can take it lower. I can take it higher. And it's highly annoying. And as we walked out of the restaurant, I pointed this to that hostess who originally sat us, and I said, hey, bitch, how about a dog whistle? Rather appropriate, don't you think? And I waved it at her. And she didn't know what to think. So from now on, that's what I'm going to do when I go into public. I'm not even going to wear the mask. I'm going to have earplugs so I can't hear this, and I'm going to find a nice, annoying frequency to set it at, and I'm just going to forget it's even in my pocket as I shop, look around, browse. I can be quite the bastard sometimes. As promised. Yeah, I know we're going long, but it's my show, and it's not what we call a hard break in the business, so we're going to go ahead and do this as promised. In fact, we might have to break this up a little bit. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the break, and because it's a great show. We are loaded up. We are just getting started, so let me find the appropriate production elements, and I'm going to call an audible. We will take a break, but we will be right back with more of the Richard Cason Radio Network, sponsored by
Red Robin. Yum.
The Richard Cason Radio Network. A little long-winded in that first segment, so this past weekend, it's me and the girlfriend at the Haunted Hike Watercress Park here in Van Buren, Missouri, and she had never done anything like this before, so it was a brand new experience for her, and we'll just have to cut in and out of this, but join it in progress.
I think you guys can go ahead and go.
All right. You ready?
No, not really.
She's never done this before. Keep in mind. See, there's a strobe light up ahead. This is unproduced. It is precisely as you're hearing. Although I may skip to right here for the sake of time. Oh no.
life alive.
Now you know why I brought you here.
Uh-oh. Something's ahead. Is it a person? Someone leaning up against a hay bale?
That's right. What's up, funny guy?
Oh, hey. Oh, that's just Caleb. It was Caleb. Or was it? Oh, there's some glow in the dark paint, I think.
Yeah. Why are you walking this way?
This is the way.
No, you're supposed to walk on the road. You gotta
This is the road.
You're
This
walking
is
off the path. That's
this is the
way.
path. It's concrete. This
Yeah,
is the path.
you're knocking me off the concrete.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. What are you doing?
You're freaking out, aren't you? Are you freaking out? Oh, here's another hay bale, so someone's probably...
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I can't see. I don't like this. Oh, bad.
Oh, this is worth it.
I don't like it.
What do you mean, why can't you see? It's dark.
I know, but I think it's still like something either.
Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to follow that light. Another hay bale, so get ready. You know what's going to happen. Walk towards the light.
USA Radio News with Dan Naraki.
In an interview Sunday on 60 Minutes, Dr. Anthony Fauci said he wasn't surprised that President Trump contracted the coronavirus after what he called a super spreader event at the White House. Alyssa Farah, White House Communications Director, pushed back against that sentiment on Fox News, saying this is not the time to blame people for contracting the virus.
I don't think that we should get into the business of blaming people for getting the virus. But the other thing is the president has a responsibility to be on the road, to be meeting with members of Congress, to be doing the job. This is not a job where he can be, hiding in his basement from the virus. He's got to be out, and he's assumed some risk in doing so.
And a man in Chicago has been taken into custody after spending 13 hours hanging off of Trump Tower. Police say the man in his 20s climbed the building's 16th floor balcony on Sunday afternoon, demanding to speak with the president. He was safely taken into custody early Monday morning. This is USA Radio News.
The Haunted Hike. Van Buren, Missouri. Some people can hack it, some people can't. I understand. Let's finish this up. I'm about to tear my arm off. Oh, there's some. Listen to me, I'm trying. I know. You're killing me. Now I'm off the trail. And then finally, we did a little post-haunted hike interview.
So you just made it through your first haunted experience. How'd that work out for you?
That's okay.
Not so good.
It may hurt my foot too.
See, just imagine if we went to a haunted house.
Yeah, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
We need to do that.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Nope.
Why?
Because that was scary enough. I can't do it anymore. Anything else.
It'll never happen again. So a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, a lot of chills, a lot of thrills on the haunted hike. She went in a redhead. She came out a gray head. Now, let me see if we have time to get to this because, you know, we have been having a lot of fun here on the show, putting the fun back in talk radio, but there are serious matters like, well, Black Lives Matter, for example. This is a Marxist terror organization. That's what they do. They terrorize, they intimidate, they cry racism, and their co-founder, one of their co-founders, there's three of them, one of them, Patrisse Cullors, has signed a production deal with Warner Brothers. Can you believe it? The studio of Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig. I guess it kind of makes sense if you think about it, but yeah, she signed a production deal with Warner Brothers Television Group to produce content across the company's many multimedia platforms. The contract includes every sort of production, from animation to scripted and unscripted projects, as well as digital projects to be aired on Warner's streaming services, TV and film. And that's according to Variety magazine, the Bible of the entertainment industry. Cullors promised to push the Black Lives Matter principles into her projects. Black voices, especially black voices who have been historically marginalized, are important and integral to today's storytelling as perspective and accent the question of amplification necessary and vital to helping shape a new narrative for our families and communities. And I'm committed to uplifting these stories in my new creative role with the Warner Brothers family. Now, being in the outer fringes of the entertainment business, like I am, I do have access to preview material, things that you guys don't get to see first. I've been sent this promo. Tell me what you think. This is a promo for what I guess we can expect in the next few days or weeks on the sounds to me like they've went ahead and made their own network. I guess they're calling it the BLM.
Don't miss what's coming at you this week on the BLM. Reach for the stars. BLM founder Patrisse Cullors shows you how to eat your favorite foods while still keeping with Muslim dietary laws all week long on Cooking with Black Lives Matter. We've got the touch. America. Get ready for food stamps. Get ready for 40-ounce bottles of malt liquor. Get ready for fabulous prizes like spinner rims for your new car. Every weekday on The Price is Black Lives Matter. Looking forward to the time we'll share a level. Mondays mean comedy on the BLM, because when these two roommates share the same toilet and car and improvised explosive devices, who knows what wackiness is going to happen on Black Lives Matter in Shirley. And what do you get when a Cuban band leader marries a zany redheaded dingbat called Black Lives Matter? You get a whole lot of zaniness on I Love Black Lives Matter. Then, when 3 cops and 4 anti-police rioters are put in a boat and cast adrift to fend for themselves, who knows what kind of zaniness you'll get on Black Lives Matter's Island. Tuesday night means action, and you'll catch action every Tuesday night on Black Lives Matter Championship Wrestling, followed by an all-new NCIS BLM and Black Lives Matter 5-0. Some courtrooms
A lot of
are
this
hot,
programming
but
seems
this
vaguely
one's
familiar.
on fire, and all white people are gonna be guilty on Judge Black Lives Matter.
Get ready.
We're ready.
I'm ready.
When these sassy independent women get to gossiping, word spreads fast like a fire. On Desperate Black Lives Matter. Saturday mornings are full of fun and adventure and learning to hate white people and America and Western values and everything that's decent and good with the gang on Black Lives Matter, babies. That's all this week on the BLM.
Richard Cason.
Well, I don't know exactly what you got out of this first hour, but it's just about done. So, it looks like we're not going to have a lot of time to get to the Biden emails that reveal his son's shady business dealings with the Ukraine, or the election interference from Facebook and Twitter, or how George Stephanopoulos completely softballed Joe Biden at his fake town hall the other night. Or how, members of the Bush administration, Bush 43, think that you should vote for Biden. You're going to miss all kinds of stuff. You're going to miss Sweet Home Chicago, quickly becoming the most popular segment on this program. I tried to give you some nice original comedy with what to expect on the BLM network, so I've given you your produced bits. I've given you your laughs. Now, will you give me $1? Will you join the Dollar Club? Will you join us over at patreon.com/Richard Cason for the second hour of the Richard Cason Radio Network?